Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rebecca Robeson.
And I'm Shara.
Shara's my daughter, and she just recently decided she was going to do something really, really special for me. She was going to surprise me by giving me a
Bathroom makeover.
Okay, so we've got a story to tell you. Before we do, though, I got to tell you, we want to thank our sponsor today, which is Signature Hardware. These guys have the most amazing products, and when I found out it was Signature that wanted to do my bathroom, I was super excited. Let me tell you why. The quality is the kind of stuff I would use in my projects, and now I get to have it in my home.
We had this whole plan. We were going to be traveling. We were going to do a great makeover for my mom. Elena, Dorian, and Josh, our handyman, they were going to take this project while we took you to Tennessee for 10 days. And by the time you got back, your bathroom was going to be all done. And
I would have been completely shocked because I had no idea.
And then our travel plans changed because life changed for the rest of the country and the world as well. Therefore, we could not surprise her. So I had to come clean, which to be honest was actually really fun because I got to walk my mom through and show her each of the things that I selected. I went on the website, Signature Hardware's website. You guys, they have so many different variations of styles, and the selections that I made for my mom, I wanted to go very sleek and modern and updated.
Sophisticated, sexy.
Yeah, I didn't want anything too trendy that it would fall out of the trend or out of the style quickly. But I wanted something that was going to kind of be a timeless piece, but also had a little bit of drama. Because, you know, drama. I think one of the main things that really needed updating is obviously the fixtures that were from the 70s, I think. And
can you believe those? Wait,
take
a look at these. Look at these fixtures. Like even when we made our improvements, when we first moved in here, we still had the same fixtures. I know, isn't that embarrassing? You can see here I have wood floor here. Then I go into this tile, which we put in 17 years ago, into my closet, which has wood. What I'm trying to do is do this project on a budget. It has cultured marble around the tub, which I don't love, and on the countertop, which I don't love. But to change that, as well as what was in the shower, which stopped here, so there was no flow above that line right there, I'm gonna have to do some pretty fancy footwork. So today I went to Amazon Stone to try to find a solution of what I can use in my shower, because I have to replace that. That's still gonna go with this stuff. I call it mayonnaise that's been left out overnight. It's not a very pretty color. I found this stone at Amazon Stone, and it's a travertine, but it's been filled. The holes have been filled with a resin. And the color in the resin is pretty gold, which ties in nicely with this. The best part about it is the guys who own the slab yard gave me 2 slabs for free. So now my challenge is, if I use this in the other room, in the shower, what am I gonna put? There's only 2 slabs. There's enough to do this wall and this wall, but there's not enough to do this back wall. And I'm gonna take it to the ceiling. So I am now looking at different samples that I picked up of things that possibly could be used on that back wall. It is not what I would consider what I would do in a perfect world, because you know how I am. I like to do things right. I don't like to do things compromised. But the truth of the matter is, you know, I'm on a budget just like you probably are. So it's reality, and let's hope and pray that I can pull a rabbit out of my hat. Fingers crossed. Welcome to my new bathroom.
Come on in. No, just hold her little pointer finger right here. Okay, so let's start here with the vanity. One of my favorite things about this vanity area is actually the sink faucets. I love the shape of these Signature Hardware faucets. The finish that we selected is actually a brushed nickel, which is a really timeless finish. We brought it in also, not only in the fixtures, but in the hardware. I love these poles. We've got some really beautiful geometric knobs and some really beautiful bars, poles for these different drawers. All the things here from Signature Hardware that we're going to show you today will be in the description box below. So if you want a link to any of these faucets or any of the hardware, be sure to check that out, and you guys can shop it on their website. So instead of replacing the entire vanity, we opted to go a little bit more budget friendly and just get some new cabinet doors and drawer fronts. Some of the other things that we ended up keeping was obviously the beautiful wall-to-wall mirror that my mom already had in here. She had these really great recessed medicine cabinets that she put in a few years ago. We really wanted to keep those because they look great and they're extremely functional because they disappear into the wall. We want this bathroom to feel clean and modern, but we also want it to feel a little bit organic. So as you see throughout the rest of the space, it's gonna feel green and updated with a little bit of life and a whole lot of light, which is really awesome.
Once the walls were painted white and the cabinets went white, which I really like, once that happened, there was a glaring problem in the room, something that we had not intended to address because we're trying to do this reasonably priced. And that was the flooring. The colors were just clashing all over the place. So I made an executive decision, you know what, let's take that tile out, and I added luxury vinyl plank. That means that it looks like wood, but it's softer on the feet and so much more comfortable, but I was able to have the guys lay it in the same direction as what was in my bedroom and what was in my closet. And you know what that did? That created a sense of flow from one space to the other. And I gotta tell you, that was a really good call for us to do that.
In the tub, we actually had a little bit of a challenge. There's a couple of things that we wanted to update. If you look at the before pictures of this bathtub, it needed a lot of work.
Yeah.
So one of the things...
Wait, can I just say though, look at the before of the before.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I mean,
the before is definitely baffling.
Baffling in a bathroom.
We got a brand new faucet for the bathtub, which I think is very lovely.
It's cool.
It's dramatic. I think it's super modern.
It's like a waterfall effect.
Yeah. They also have a variety of tub caddies.
This is from Signature?
Yeah.
I love that.
I know, and it's like goes in and out, so depending on how big your tub
Which is an issue, because I've done installs before, you know, where you have like a freestanding tub, love those, and we get one of these and it doesn't fit.
Yeah, I know. We took the two sconces that were here originally, we took those out, and my favorite thing in this area, which I actually was very proud of, my mom,
very proud of you too.
I remember when she first moved in here, she really wanted to have like a chandelier moment in this bathtub, but there's a skylight up there. So she never was able to put a light fixture. I found these beautiful Signature Hardware pendant lights, which is amazing.
I love these.
We added some really beautiful black accessories because
my hair, sorry. I chose black as an accent color for a number of reasons. One is it actually looks good with cultured marble. It tones down that almost buttery gold color, and it just kind of neutralizes a little bit. And also, I have very, very dark wood floors, so the contrast of that with the black, and so you're gonna see throughout that I've done a few things in black, and I think it's really, well, don't listen, honey. I think it's really sexy. The decision to keep the cultured marble on the vanity top, the tub surround, and in the shower was a tough one for me. You guys have seen my videos. You know that I do beautiful bathroom remodels, and I would never leave this in someone else's home. But in my home, you know, I'm gonna be moving. So this is likely gonna be a rental property. I wanted it to be better, and honestly, just the things that we did, I think we made such a huge difference in this space. I'm super proud of it.
I belong to you.
So here's how I met the challenge. I found slabs of stone that I could put on two sides, not all three. It's less expensive to do tile, at least on one wall. This tile right here is exactly the color of the cultured marble.
And I always be around when I need
This matches. So by doing a featured wall here in subway tile, keeping the grid pattern very clean, more modern, and then doing two slabs of the stone. Now this is travertine and it's been filled with resin. The Signature Hardware faucets, the rain head, this handheld, and the diverter valves. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I did it justice. Oh, and here's a little tip. You're gonna look up here and closely you're gonna see that there are these little grooves and it looks like it's a design, a pattern design, where we groove like this and we groove like this. Do you know what that is? When my stone guy came and measured for the shower, he made a template. He came downstairs, he said, we have a problem. I said, what? And he said, I can't get that piece of stone into the bathroom because of the size of my opening of my door.
Take me to your heart.
And I came up with this idea, let's cut a groove in it, do 2 grooves so it doesn't look like a mistake, it looks like something you intended to do and it is part of the design. And look, they were able to get it in here and on time. And one thing you might notice is this is a very open concept. It's too small of a shower to be open. There will be glass doors on here. They're just being cut down to fit exactly the size that we need. One of the things I love about decorating, especially in my own home, is I love to find new ways to use old things. I think we bought this puppy 10 years ago, and yeah, it was in Scott's Chicago apartment. I still have it, and I was looking at this thinking, I want to put some art here. And you know what? I've got this black accent, and all of a sudden my eye turned and I saw this clock and I went, oh, baby, we're gonna give you a try. You know why? Because this has shelves, perfect storage place, and I think it makes a really cool statement.
So over here in the toilet area, I was really excited about updating not only the surrounding space, but also the toilet itself. As you guys know, in our old office space, we actually had an electric toilet, and I know how much my mom loved that toilet because it heated and it seated and it cleaned and it did all the things. So I was really excited when I saw that Signature Hardware had one of those toilets. It has its own panel, electric panel of all the different functions that it can do. Beyond that, we really did a lot of taking away in this space as opposed to putting a whole bunch of stuff in. It is a really small area, and I think we really just wanted to make it look clean and updated. And just by taking off the window shade, it brightened this room up so much. And then we just added some simple hooks. These are actually robe hooks, but you can use them as towel hooks if you have a small space. Not only does she have a beautiful new toilet, but she also has her own phone caddy toilet paper holder. Isn't that cute?
I just loved the idea that Shara and Tyler had to bless me and surprise me with a beautiful bathroom remodel. And I think it turned out so amazing. I also think it was kind of cool in the end that I got to be a part of it because as things go, you know, you look around and one thing leads to another. I looked at the inside of my closet and I went, oh, it's just those white shelves that have the white poles. It's just a nothing burger. It's like standard, what you see everywhere. Well, as I stood back looking at and admiring my beautiful new faucets, the new light pendants, I got this vision. Because now my closet felt like it was part of this space. I mean, I couldn't just stop here. So what I did was I asked Oscar to raise the header height on my closet because now my closet felt like it was part of this space. He raised the header height almost a foot, added the most beautiful casement that actually goes with the rest of my house. I have the same exact casement in other places in my home. Brand new shelves. I think that this closet is amazing. And you know what really set it off? We got 2 more pendant lights from Signature Hardware. These, however, are smoky mercury glass silver. Very sexy.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the way this bathroom remodel turned out. Mom, what did you think?
Oh my gosh. Well, first off, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
thinking of me when Signature Hardware reached out to you and they thought of me, that they wanted to surprise me. So that was really sweet. I'm actually glad in the end that we got to do it together.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's always so much more fun to do it with a friend.
Yeah.
Decorate with a friend.
A gal pal.
Yeah. Or a daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and I think it turned out absolutely amazing. You made great choices.
Thank you.
I think you've got my style down.
I think so.
You know, sophisticated,
Dramatic.
luxury,
Wow.
sexy.
Remember, if you're interested in any of the things we use, we will link it below.
And don't forget, subscribe to our channel, give this video a thumbs up, and join the design sessions.
We'll see you next time. I'm trying to lead you into the fact that you had a gaping hole in your tub for many years. Yes, and it was hot glued.
Oh, okay. So my tub.
Oh, come on.
It's so embarrassing. Okay.
Pull together. You had a wood toilet seat. Rebecca Robeson had a wood toilet
But at
seat.
least the toilet wasn't wood.
So the tub specifically needed a...
It's embarrassing, okay, you guys?